Hey, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Cho Seung Hui and why he did it. Um, I'll be right up front about this. I believe that he is a victim. Uh, I believe he is a victim of society. He's a victim of prejudice and a victim of uh, his illness, which he had. Basically, what I think is the main problem is social fear. This individual had severe social fears. He had problems relating and talking to people, and this ultimately resulted in a catastrophic meltdown. He had trouble talking to people, being their friends, relating to people. And the sad part is, no one was there to help him. He had some roommates who claimed to have tried to reach out to him, but I really doubt that. I don't think these guys bothered to try help this poor individual at all. He needed help, and people just weren't there to give him the help that he needed. In terms of medication, I think medication could have helped him, because fear is what controls people. Fear of talking to people. This is a barrier that he could not overcome. It's like a glass wall between him and other people, and that was barring him from getting close to anyone when he should have been close. And if he had gotten close to somebody, then he probably wouldn't have done what he did. So when people are blaming him, they shouldn't be blaming him at all, because I believe that he was a victim. So why did he do it? Because he was going through so much pain and so much suffering that he wanted revenge. Revenge against everyone for what they did to him. In his eyes, he was innocent and they were all guilty, because he felt that no one was suffering as much as he was, which is of course wrong. Everyone suffers. Life makes everyone suffer. It's just a matter of how do we handle it. How do we get through our problems? How do we relate to people? How do we get by? No one was there to help him. I blame his family primarily, because I don't think he had a very loving family at all. I don't think he had a kind of family structure to support him and to help him and to give him the kind of moral and social support that he needed. He didn't have this. He didn't have friends to support him. And I think that maybe, part of it is his social fear, but also part of it is other people. They should have reached out to him and made him feel more comfortable. And like what that one guy said, Cho felt more comfortable talking on the computer, where he could hide behind his screen name, which he called question mark. If that's any indication, then that's one way to reach him. That was one way that people could have reached him, and nobody tried to. And that's when he started to, stalk these girls, supposedly. Really, that was his only way of relating to people. He didn't know any way else of establishing contact. So when he, wrote all this poetry and Shakespeare stuff, he thought he was trying to make a contact, and these girls got freaked out because I guess they're idiots, and they couldn't understand the way this person is. I mean, he wasn't a freaky guy, he was just a lonely guy. So I think that all these people handled it horribly. They didn't know how to help him, and they were only concerned about themselves and being freaked out and being scared of this kid who really wasn't going to hurt anyone as long as someone was there to pay attention to him, to acknowledge that he was at least somewhat significant in their lives, and nobody cared about him. And I don't deny the fact that, he lost it and he started killing everyone for revenge. If I was there, he probably would have killed me. I don't deny that at all, but I wouldn't harbor any kind of animosity towards him, because I know what he was going through, what he must have went through, especially after learning about his history and his mental health. This is something that would have driven anyone off the edge. because people are social. Human beings are a social animal, and we need to be there for each other. And when we're not, then we experience an emotional breakdown, and that's what he experienced. I can comment a little bit more on this later, but those are just my preliminary thoughts, I guess. Thanks.